Hello everyone, I am Renuka Devi, I'm at second year TNTU. Now I am going to explain about the topic characteristics of education and educational implication of Vedic philosophy. Characteristics of education. The main features of Vedic education are as follows. First one is knowledge. Education is knowledge and it's man's third eye. This aberration means that knowledge opens man's inner eye, flooding him with spiritual and divine light, which forms the provision for man's journey through life. Education leads to the development of every aspect of human life. It leads to the development of personality. Second one is aims of education. In Vedic period, education had an idealistic form in which the teachers laid stress upon worship of God, religiousness, spirituality, formation of character, development of personality, creation of an aptitude for the development of culture, nation, and society. Emphasis was laid upon knowledge and experience. The objective of education was to sublimate the instinct to turn the mind away from material knowledge and center it upon the spiritual world. Importance was to the development of qualities like discipline, obedience, performance of priestly duties, rendering help to others, fulfillment of social responsibilities, etc. The objective of education is the formation of character and the personality of children. It was achieved through appropriate environment, lessons on right conduct, and teaching based on the life, characters, and ideals of great person. Education aimed at development of the virtues of self-control, self-respect, love, cooperation, sympathy, etc. in students. Third one is celibacy or brahmacharya. Every student was required to observe celibacy in his specific path of life. Purity of conduct was regarded as an important one. The students were not allowed to make use of fragrant, cosmetic, or intoxicating things. Fourth one is method of education. During the Vedic period, the Gurukul method prevailed in which students lived in the house of the Guru. The Gurukuls were the centers of education in which education was imparted only by the individual of character and ability. The student remained with this Guru for 12 years. There were parishad or committees to satisfy the students' thirst for knowledge. Lecture method, meditation, memorization, correct pronunciation, debates, and discussion are the methods of instruction. Fifth one is medium of instruction. As these institutions were managed and organized by governments, and all the books were written in Sanskrit, therefore the medium of instruction was Sanskrit. Sixth one is alms system. The student had to bear the responsibility of feeding both himself and his teacher. This was done through begging for alms, which was not considered bad, since every domestic knew that his own son must be begging for alms in the same way at some other place. This is to induce humility. The student realized that both education and subsequent earning of livelihood uh, were made possible for him only through society service and its sympathy. Seventh one is status of the teacher. The status of the teacher was very high in Vedic period. They commanded full respect and honored even by kings. Teachers were regarded as Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. Teachers, on their part, behaved like true parents and treated their pupils with full compassion. The teacher student relationship was cordial and conductive. Any violation of Guru's instruction was regarded as a sin and subject to stern punishment. The student duties are obtaining daily necessities for his Guru. Eighth one is practicability. Education consists of the necessary activities of life. Students were given education about animal husbandry, agriculture, medicine, and other professions in life. Ninth one is education for the individual. Every teacher devoted himself to the integral development of each student and aimed at physical and intellectual development of his words. Tenth one is duration. In the house of teacher, the student was required to obtain education up to the age of 24, after which he was expected to enter domestic life. Students were divided into three categories. First one is gaining education up to the age of 24, that is called as Vasu. Gaining education up to the age of 36 is Rudra. Gaining education up to the age of 48 is Aditya. Ninth one is curriculum. Education was dominated by the study of Vedic literature, historical studies, stories of heroic lives, and discourse on the Puranas also formed a part of the syllabus. Students had to gain knowledge of Vedic grammar, metrics, arithmetic, geometry, knowledge of host, astronomy, logic, philosophy, ethics, and contact, etc. And the last one is academic freedom. Due to academic freedom, students remained busy in thinking and meditation. It enhanced originality among them. Educational implication. Let me see about educational implication. Importance was given to spiritualism, philosophy, character, and worthy living. The sense of discipline and cordial relationship between teachers and people is maintained. Vedic literature is enriched by the sense of peace, humanity, universal brotherhood, which is also a vital part of the curriculum. Lecture method, meditation, memorization, correct pronunciation, debates, and discussion are the methods of instruction. Emphasis was given for the all-round development of the child's personality. There was no discrimination on the basis of caste, creed, color, etc., and the students of all strata of society received education on an equal footing. Commercial education and mathematical education is one of the chief features of Vedic period. The ideas of the scope and nature of commercial geography, needs of the people of various localities, exchange value and quality of articles, and the language spoken at different trade centers were considered necessary. Social skill was evolved through training in fulfillment of duties. Efforts were made for the preservation and propagation of the national culture. Self-study, that was Swadhyaya, was considered more important. Oral method of examination was prevailed and the student was required to give oral answer in a congregation of scholars. If she satisfied them, then he was given a degree or title. Vocational education like military, science, agriculture, animal husbandry, veterinary science, medicine, chemistry, etc. were among the subjects taught. Due importance was given to arts and handicrafts, and education in commerce was very popular. These are the education implication of Vedic uh, Vedic education. Thank you.